Hi everyone, my name is Laura. In this video today, we're going to be making an Einkorn sourdough levain. The first thing you need is an Einkorn sourdough starter in order to make a levain. A levain is a batter that we're going to be making out of the Einkorn sourdough starter. You need to have this batter together, or this levain, in order to go ahead and make the mixture for your bread dough. If you're not familiar with Einkorn flour, I will be doing a video on that. Some of the details, the history, and the health benefits. So I'll be doing a video on that coming up, as well as a video on how to make your own Einkorn sourdough starter. If you don't have one right now, then you won't be able to make the levain today, but I will be making that video shortly as well. So it takes about a month's time, sometimes longer, for the Einkorn sourdough starter to mature. So I will be documenting that process and teach you how to have that done. But if you're here today to learn how to make the levain, then you must already have your starter together. Make sure you have your Einkorn sourdough starter out. You just want to have your kitchen scale, a fork, a whisk handy, a spatula, a glass bowl or porcelain bowl for mixing the starter and water and flour together. When I'm done doing the mixture, making the batter, to then go ahead and put it in a clean container of some sort. Again, a glass container. You want to have your Einkorn flour. This is all-purpose flour. You can make it with whole wheat, and that's what the bag looks just a little bit different. So be careful when you're purchasing, you know which one you want. The all-purpose is the lighter color. And then finally, I think this is the, oh no, this is not the last thing. You want to have your kitchen thermometer handy, and you want to have a glass of warm water handy as well. So to get started, we're going to turn our scale on and place your bowl on top and make sure that that is zeroed out. Then we're going to take the fork and pull back on the top layer, which will be a little bit hard compared to the rest of it. Look how beautiful it looks. It is all stringy and bubbly. Hopefully you can get a good look there at how nice it is and healthy. You're going to take that nice golden, stringy underside there and measure out 30 grams. I just love it. There's just, oh my gosh, something about seeing my starters come to life and be so happy and healthy. It's just amazing. I love it. It's its own little world in here, you know. To think how this process occurs. All right, that is 20. We want to get 30. I think that's going to be a little too much, but let's check that out. It's 3 grams over, so I'm going to take a little bit out of there. I probably should have mentioned to have some paper towels handy too, because this gets very sticky. Next, we're going to add 130 grams of warm water. Now, I just measured the temperature of my water, and it was over 100, so I am going to add a little bit more cool water to that and check the temperature. You would like for your water to measure anywhere between 82 and even 90 degrees. It's still, it's a little too warm. 91. I'll add a few more drops of room temperature water, and that'll do the job. I'm going to take my water, and now that I have 30 grams in here of my Einkorn starter, we're going to add 130 grams of the water. I'm at 112, 122, 130. Mix this very, very well until it's fully incorporated. Once you don't have any lumps left, then you'll take your whisk and just whisk it up a bit. we're going to bring the scale back here, place this on top, all right, and I'm going to zero that out, and let's add our flour. And now this is 120 grams of flour. Give this all a nice stir. It will get creamy and thick, but nowhere near as thick as what an Einkorn starter is like. This is what it looks like so far. And you want to stir it enough to make sure that you don't have any remaining dry flour inside. Get every last bit in there, and then wipe around the edge and get everything incorporated. And then we're going to go ahead and transfer every last bit into your glass container that you'll be fermenting the levain in. There you have your Einkorn sourdough levain, and we're going to let this sit for 6 to 10 hours. If you check on it and your starter was super healthy, it may be ready in 6 hours. It will have bubbles all along the top. The texture will have smoothed out even more on the top, but you will see the bubbles that have popped. And if you don't see that, then you want to go the full 10 hours. And if you still don't see it in that time, you can let it go longer, up to 24 hours. We're going to put it in a warm, dark place, which I'm going to be putting it in my oven overnight. It should stay warm enough in there. If your levain has not gotten bubbly on top after those 6 to 10 hours, you want to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator if you're not going to be using it right away. Keep it there for up to 24 hours. In the morning, I will take it out and show you what it looks like. In my next video, you'll see the finished product. I will be baking a loaf of einkorn bread tomorrow with this levain. So it's morning and we're going to take a look at the levain. I'm very happy. So I'll show you. This is what your einkorn levain should look like when it is ready for baking, which I'm going to get right into once we're done here. Some of the bubbles are just popping. If you have any questions or any topics that you would like for me to cover in the next few weeks, please go ahead and comment below a topic that's been frustrating you, a recipe that you would love to try. Please feel free to comment below if you're a new subscriber, because I would really love to personally say hello to you and welcome you to our little community. Happy baking, and I'll see you next time. And if you'd like to learn how to make your very own all-purpose flour sourdough starter, click on that video right there.